Class 10, in this video we will be discussing about another eye defect, that is hypermetropia or hyperopia. Hyperopia, one and the same thing, right? What does it mean? You just see, hold on. Hypermetropia is long-sightedness. So long-sightedness means the person is able to see the farther objects because the eye lens has become adjusted to viewing those far objects, but the person is not able to see the nearer objects here. The reason behind is that if you can see this diagram, you must be noticing that the eyeball, I have done this, I have edited this to make it more elongated. If the eyeball is elongated, obviously the lens is also elongated. This elongated lens is the adjustment to see the farther objects so that the point of intersection of the light rays is falling on yellow spot under normal conditions. But here the conditions are not normal. In that case, what is happening? First of all, it is corrected by convex lens. And how you are going to learn this? You might find this funny, but this is an easy way to learn. Just remember lux. The way you remembered save for short-sightedness, S for short-sightedness, and ABE is concave. Similarly, lux, L is for long-sightedness, and this X, whatever is rhyming in X, that is convex. Right? Remember it this way, save and lux. You will never be forgetting which lens is used to correct the defect. Right? Then the next question is, what are the two possible causes of this hypermetropia? So the first cause here, just see that this eyeball is elongated. So what word you will be using? The first reason is the lengthening of the eyeball from top to bottom. Lengthening of the eyeball from top to bottom. Either you use this or you can write compression. Compressing the eyeball from front to back, right? So lengthening the eyeball from top to bottom, this will also give in a kind of elongated appearance. And second one is compression of eyeball from front to back. But this direction and lengthening and compressing, this is one point, right? So this is one possible reason. The other possible reason is related to lens. First reason was related to the shape of the eye. Second one is related to the shape of the lens. Here you will write that lens becomes too flattened. Too flat or too flattened. That means you will not talk about the curve here. Rather you say that the lens has become too flattened. And in that case, this is a kind of adjustment in our eye when we try to see far objects. The lens becomes very flat at that time. But if it is permanently flat, in that case the nearer objects will not be seen properly, because at that time, since this is the nearer object, the light goes in, and when the point of intersection is noticed, it is beyond yellow spot, right? So in that case you have to shift this point of intersection right on the yellow spot, and for that, which lens you will be using? A convex lens. Now this is a convex lens, right? Thick at the center, thin at the edges, right? This is a kind of converging lens. Converging means putting everything to center, bringing the rays in, right? Diverging is bringing taking the rays towards the outward, outward movement, splitting of the light rays. Here if you see, normally light rays were coming, but due to this lens they are diverted to the center side. This is convergence of light rays, and due to this the point of intersection is actually falling on the yellow spot, not behind the yellow spot, right? Just remember these points again, that the eye is actually lengthened from top to bottom. When you say lengthen, it is always top to bottom, and whenever it is compressed, it is from front to back, right? And which lens is used here to correct? That's convex lens, and convex lens is a kind of converging lens. Okay, so just remember all these points, particularly the reasons. One more question which is frequently asked along with this figure, that is, name the structure that regulates the amount of light entering the eyes. Children, in that case, obviously we know that this area is pupil. I'm just using a different color here so that I can mark the distinction. Suppose you say that this is pupil, and basically the size of the pupil is what regulates the amount of eye entering. But pupil itself is no structure. This is just, you have this kind of iris, and this is just the space in between two flaps of iris. So whenever you are asked the question that which structure regulates the amount of light entering the eyes, your answer is iris. Right? Always remember this. These are very silly mistakes which are done by class 10 students. So just see that these are the perfect answers. And I am making one more video. Upcoming video will be on stereoscopic vision, though it's a very small 2 minutes video, but you should be understanding what is stereoscopic vision properly.